First things first, a few things I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need flathead for the jets. When I actually bought this tool right here, it's a welding tip cleaner. What it is, like little rods. Take those are for the jets. When I get the jets off, you don't want to go too big. It should be a right size, just to push through all the holes on the jets, make sure they're clean. So when I got that flathead, so I took this off already. It was just these 4 screws right here. Took those out, came right off. I got 600 grit sandpaper. That is to, if the jets are, you know what I'm saying, just put a little touch on the jets, clean it off. Actually use this, I'm gonna use this clean off in here, take a little piece of it and just go in there and scrub everything off. But yeah, man, let's get to it. Said, not sure if this is gonna do it. It's all hope. Just hoping it is. You know, from the videos I was looking at, they're saying you're not supposed to have nothing in here. It's supposed to be absolutely clean. This gasket right here, I'm gonna try my best to clean this off without taking it off. So I don't have one to replace it with. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that off. Don't have one to replace it with. Didn't get a kit cleaner or anything like that. This is basically just me taking it apart and cleaning it. I'm not replacing any parts on it, just cleaning it. Try to make it new and all brand new looking. You know, lay it in there. It would be nice to get another filter for that though. Like I said, didn't plan on getting any parts for it. This is me really just troubleshooting and try to get it to crank back up, stay crunk. It was running hard. It only running idle. Sorry, I had something on my leg. They only wanted to run and idle. Not idle. I had to take this in the house. If I keep dealing with you, they're gonna answer run up the legs. But it was running hard. Like I had to, if you try to idle it, it cut off. So I had to keep it fully going. Well, not fully, but having some kind of pressure to it. We had to run hard, and then all of a sudden it stopped. It stopped doing that altogether. It just went crank. So it's been sitting ever since then. I could use some attention. I wonder if I can. Alright, so went and got me some brushes. It may help a little better. It was hard to reach places. Yeah, it looks like better. So I don't tear it up. Just like how it looks like that, just dusty. I'm trying to clean all this off. do it like this. Maybe that'll give you better views of it. I can also see when it's rolling like this. Got that. Anybody ever work with wire brushing, understand it will poke the crap out your finger if you're not careful. You can see that very small hole in there. Just gonna use this to try to see if I can knock any gunk or anything loose. Because I don't need it to fit perfect or nothing like that. I just don't need it to jam it in. Grab one, just go through it, hit the sides of it, make sure anything that's on there knock loose. I had to put some hair around that hole. Alright. It's about as good as that's gonna get. Hit this out on. I just have to screw it. Why not? I want it to be purty. I really should be doing this with gloves on. Doing this at home, do it with gloves on. Disclaimer. Alright, got that out the way. Alright, open this up. In fact, let's get this right quick. Move it out of now. Get it down now. Yep. Get that looking all nice. Bronze again. Trying to be careful to not tear up any gasket I see, because like I said, I didn't get any more to replace it. It's not supposed to be a replace, it's just supposed to be a cleaning. It's coming off of there. Come on up off of there. Yeah. This right here is the float. It's held down by this screw right here. Once you take this screw out, there's a float pin in there. Videos I seen, they were saying to clean off inside there too. Make sure you clean off inside there. We'll do that once I get the screw out. First, I'm gonna try to get this off there. Let me see if this jet right here, bow, go in there with the screwdriver. It's on the inside. You press it down. That should knock it loose. Somewhat. Again, I'm going to take one of these rods and just see if I can. There we go. Look at there. Ew. Yes, sir. Small end going in. take this, spray some stuff on it. All those little holes, I'm not sure if it's focusing or not. Several holes around that cylinder. That's what I'm gonna be using that for. Those are rods, those cleaning rods. I use those, and that's what that sandpaper does. Gets that gunk off of it. Use those rods, get off in that sandpaper. Get off in those holes. If I can credit the videos I watch to get this much, I'll try to see if I can put them some kind of way in the description or whatever, whatnot, or just somewhere so somebody can see them. Just in case y'all want to see for yourself and not want to go by what I'm just doing. Because like I said, they were very helpful as far as step-by-step breaking down. Yeah, look at that. And then you can't really tell the texture of this on the video, but it's very sticky. Very sticky. Could absolutely cause an issue if it's inside of that carburetor sticking, all gunked up. I'm hoping this is all it was to get me back on the water, so I can feel more content from the water other than bank fishing. I like bank fishing, but it just getting on that water is just, oh man, it's bee's knees. In fact, I'm gonna wait till I get all this off before I start even going in and cleaning those. Brush seems to work better than sandpaper. Gives me a little bit more force I can put onto it without actually having to have it right there or twisting it. I can just hit it with that brush. Yes sir. Make it look nice and pretty. Alright. Look at that. I'm gonna go through each one of these holes. You can probably see on the sides, okay, directly across from this side, you're gonna have 5 different holes, and it should go straight through. Alright, so that's the bottom one. Second to the last. Third one. Oh wait, I did that second to the last twice. This is the third one right here. And all I'm doing is just running it through, making sure it's hit the sides a couple times. If anything's on there, it'll knock it loose. Uh-oh. That one didn't go straight through. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. Just running her through. Running her through. And if you do get one of these, this is the smallest rod on the one I have. That was some gunk right there. Didn't come all the way off. Oh, when you turn it, you have 3, and they're gonna be right across from each other. Bottom.
top. I don't know if you can see, that's the stuff that's coming out them hose. As small as it may be, that could cause major problems. Like I said, hopefully this is what's been the issue. And after I get this, I can go back to lunching, getting in order. So I could use a big one for this one. Alright, so that's that. Pardon me for using a power drill for this, but I don't know where my Phillips at. All I got is my bits. Insects on my legs. You definitely don't need this much power to unscrew these. It's really a hand tighten type thing on all of these screws. Okay, so that pin came out. Right there is how you go back in. It goes in right here and sits on it like that. Alright, so got the float off, float pin, float screw. Try to keep everything where it need to be. Main jet. There's actually another smaller jet in there. I need to get me a smaller flathead to get in there, screw that out and clean that. Be right back. Alright, right back with it. So I got me a screwdriver, put a smaller bit on it. Booyah, got that. More small holes to clean. Spray this off with a brush. Spray this off with the carb cleaner. Hit it with the brush. Hit it with the bleak. It has that same kind of feel as that other one did, the other jet. It's got that real sticky texture to it. Again, I'm taking the smallest stem on this. It's got one right up the middle. It's got two holes on each side of the cylinder, right across from each other. They kind of offset to sit higher than the other two. Well, 4 sit higher than the other two. Other 4. Alright. So this my jet's cleaned. Spray this off in there. Knock anything loose, hopefully. I didn't take this off. I'm not going to take that off. One video I was watching, the guy said there's a lot of gaskets in there. Again, I said I'm not trying to change gaskets, I'm just cleaning. So that's that. So boom, that's that on that. So now we put everything back together. Take this pin, slides in there like that. That goes right in there. Line that up. I really need to go find my Phillips. Oh no, that is terrifying. Anytime you're working on something and drop a screw, oh my God. Heart skips a beat. That up, push that right off in there. Make sure that rod sits in there. You know what? I'm overthinking it. I'm definitely overthinking it. Look at that. She ain't a flathead, but she'll do. Matter of fact, I got different bits for this. Set that to the side. Uh-oh. Boom. Boom, schmut. Got that. Look at that. A little fancy. Screwdriver got a ratchet. Alright. Tighten that in. My flat head back on there. Drop that off in there. I'm not over snugging it. I'm just get it back to where it was. And tight. Bow. Drop that back off in there. Wait. Yep, that one goes there. This one goes on the big one. Use this screwdriver for it's a little wider. Back on now. Back on now. So we got all those back together. I can clean that out. Everything's functional on that. The float's functioning. So, okay, so everything's back on that. Put this back together. So it's just these 4 screws. Really and truly hope this fixes all the issues, because man, I've changed out the spark plugs, I've looked at the fuel pump, I've taken the fuel pump off, broken it down, looking at it looks clean. So hopefully they were just sticking and didn't want to do what they supposed to do. Cross tighten. Back together. The only parts after this is putting this back on. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. That sits on it like that. These 2 screws right here go all the way through. And if you are getting to this part, it is a 10 mil. Take these off. The elusive 10 mil. You could probably try to take this apart without taking all the rest of the stuff off. I didn't want to do that. I took the whole unit off because it just seems easier. Did what I could, keep everything in same position. Less guesswork. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I did it the easiest way I could. I may have took some cheap routes that a mechanic probably wouldn't tell you to do, but again, like I said, first time doing it. Do it how you need to when you do it. Okay. Wow. The entire unit is back together, breaking down. Alright, so now go ahead and install everything back. One second. Alright. First things first. This hose is the last thing I took off, so it's gonna be the first thing I got plugged up. I seen on the video the guy went ahead and clipped it and gave it a whole new cut. I'm not gonna do all that. The hose doesn't seem to be messed up or anything, so take this, press this back on there. Definitely want to do that before get our way in here. It would be a whole lot easier to do that now. Alright. See, it's really just a few screws. My hand start them just to get everything held up there. I got 3 that I took off. I got 1 that I left on that that inline hose. This one right here, I just pushed it up, but it goes right here at the bottom. The reason why I left that one on there because it had a clip on it to hold that inline hose, and I didn't feel like taking all that part. So that right there, that snaps back on. This rod slides in there. Now, I didn't mark where it was when I first took it off, but I'm eyeballing it. It looked like it was about right here. So I'm tightening that back up right there. I don't know. I might need to do some diddling with that because it's not even hitting the throttle screw. So I'll put it right there. I could possibly adjust that later. You know, just if it cranks and everything's good, I can adjust that with this screw right here. It's my idle screw. But But yeah, other than that, man, it's back together. Let me go ahead and tighten everything down. Man, I'm like 10 mil socket right now. I'll be quickly done with this. Not gonna snug it, just not gonna tighten it all the way down. I'm just gonna get it tight, then I'm gonna go through each bolt. Try to avoid any kind of gapping or anything like that. Might not be necessary, just a step that I want to take. Make me feel a little better. I sleep easy at night. So start with this one. Snug that down. I'm gonna skip it. Skip that second one. Go to this third one. Snug it. And go back up to the second one. Snug it. Tighten her down. There we go. She's back together. Back together, do a quick check, make sure everything is good where it need to be. Get that back like that. Let's give her a go. See what she do. I've honestly left this power on this entire time, so switch still on, put a choke out. Let's see. Get this out of my way. Give up on me now. Alright, back. Let's see, lay you down. You flying nowhere when I try to crank this. I ain't got the right bucket in here, so. Like she wanted to do a little something. Alright. I'm back at it. Can't get no fire from it. Change out spark plugs. Clean the carburetor. Solenoid switch I hadn't touched. Maybe that's what's going on with it. Still can't get the fire up. It's heartening, of course, but things that you go through. Gas pumping through. I hadn't changed my filter out yet. Yeah, man, I'm not sure. Not sure. Not sure what it is. It's no fire. It's nothing popping. It's not giving me anything to work with. Solenoid switch, maybe. Again, that'll be something I've never worked on before. Not sure. Pretty sure I got everything back on that. Let me try to do this. Open it up a little bit. Oh, that ain't it. Not getting a spark whatsoever. And there's brand new spark plugs on it. Alright, so I'm gonna call it, man. I didn't fix it. Didn't fix the issue. Still not sure what's going on with it. Like I said, change out the spark plugs, both. I just cleaned the carburetor. I hadn't looked at the fuel filter yet. I'm breaking down the fuel pump. Didn't see anything obstructing anything in that way. For it to not catch any fire, I know it's getting gas. It's getting gas to the carburetor. So maybe it's this. I don't know if you can tell what that is. I'm guessing.
It's not called a solenoid switch. It's called an ignition coil.
Maybe that's the issue. Maybe. Little insight on how it started doing. Like I said, it was running hard. Anytime it'd go and idle, it'd cut off. So I had the last time I was on the water with it, I had to shift gears while it was in high idle, and then try to take it back out, try to crank it back up after that. Hadn't cranked up since. So again, not sure what that is. That sounds to me like gas was flowing, then it stopped. It's pump rumping hard, you know what I'm saying, for it to be losing fire. And I don't know. Anyway, man, once I try to figure it out, man, bring you back for another video. Till then, we're still bank fishing, baby. By the lip.